Hi! So today we are making 3 vegan healthy breakfasts. They're super good and I hope you enjoy! First up is the banana oat muffins. This starts off with 2 cups of oats, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're just going to whisk that together. In a separate bowl, I'm going to mash up 1½ bananas. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of almond milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 tablespoon maple syrup, and 1 flax egg. Then I'm just going to whisk this. Now you're going to add your dry ingredients and whisk that together also. You're going to fill a muffin or cupcake tin with liners and just scoop in your batter. Now you're going to put on whatever toppings you like. On my first row, I put on some cinnamon. On the back, I put on some raspberry pieces. And in the middle row, I put on some chopped pecans. Then on top of all of them, for a nutritional boost, I add some chia seeds. You're going to bake these at 375 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. They're super good and taste delicious. They have a natural sweetness and are easy to take on the go or just eat at home for breakfast. I love these as a great breakfast choice and you should really try them out. Next, I have a blueberry pancake casserole. This starts off with 4 tablespoons vegan butter, 1/2 cup whole wheat flour, 3 tablespoons brown sugar, 1 tablespoon granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. I'm just going to mix this together to form a crumble topping. In a separate bowl, I'm going to combine 2½ cups whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, a pinch of salt, and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. In another bowl, I'm going to pour 2 cups vegan buttermilk, 1/2 cup almond milk, 4 tablespoons melted vegan butter, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You're going to mix that together and pour that over your other mixture. Mix together the wet and dry and then add in about 1½ cups of blueberries. I used frozen because they were the only available ones, but any work fine. You're going to pour this into a greased 9x13 baking dish. Then you're going to mash up your crumble with your hands a little before sprinkling it on top. Now bake in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. This tastes so good and everyone in the house loved it. It was gone by the end of the day. If for some reason you still have some leftovers, it can be refrigerated for about 5 days. It's a perfect recipe to make if you have a little extra time in the morning, and it tastes amazing. Next, I have raspberry orange scones. This starts off with 1½ cups of whole wheat flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and a pinch of salt. I'm just going to give this a quick whisk. Now you're going to gradually add in about 4-ish tablespoons of water, mixing after each time. Eventually, just use your hands to mash it into sort of a dough consistency. A pastry cutter will work just as well. Now you're going to zest 1 orange and save the zest for a little bit. Over 2 teaspoons of almond milk, you're going to juice the orange. Now add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and give that a quick mix. Now you're going to whisk in the orange zest. Now mix in your wet to your dry ingredients. Add more whole wheat flour if needed. I needed about ½ cup more. Then you're going to add about 3/4 cup of your favorite small fruit. I added raspberries, but they were a little bit too ripe. Spread out your dough on a floured cutting board and cut into 8 scone shapes like so. Then you're going to pick them up and place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake at 425 degrees for about 20 minutes. These are super good and last about a week in an airtight container. They're perfect to take on the go or eat at home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found a recipe you like and are going to try out. If you haven't, please go check out my blog for the recipe and other delicious recipes just like this one. See you next week.